Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and welcome to Season 7 Part 2 of Pokemon Go Battle. With the start of Part 2 of the season, Niantic dropped a move update. They're giving payback to a bunch of new Pokemon, and what I'm most excited about, they're adding a brand new charge move. It's called Leafstorm. It's a grass-type charge move. It's incredibly powerful. It's a clone of Overheat, and they're giving it to Celebi, Sunflora, Roserade, Ludicolo, and my personal favorite, Leavanny. So with a brand new move or a brand new Pokemon, you know I have to test it out, see how it does, and let y'all know. And I've got to tell you guys, Leafstorm is insane. We're going to hop into this first battle. Y'all are not ready for this level of damage. Hopping into the first match here, leading Leavanny into a Jellicent. And this is an okay lead so long as they don't have Ice Beam. A little bit of lag there. They build up to 5. I do have to respect the Ice Beam, so I do decide to shield it up, and it's a Bubble Beam bait. That's really unfortunate. I am going to go straight for the Leaf Storm, and it one-shots the Jellicent. Stop it. Even after the debuff, it absolutely banishes Jellicent. Oh my goodness. And then they bring in Altaria, we save swap Deoxys, and we're able to bait out their Superior. So we're in a really comfortable spot in this game. They have Leaf Tornado, very interesting. Maybe they're either not running the Community Day move or they're running a Double Grass. They're running Double Grass. What an interesting moveset. Definitely not a moveset that I'd recommend. Aerial Ace, despite being a terrible move, does give some nice coverage. Able to get to the Psycho Boost right before I go down. This is really nice because they're going to have to shield if they do want to keep that Superior. They do, and now that I know that they have 2 grass moves, I can come in with Leavanny and no shield because no grass move is going to be taking out Leavanny. It double resists. That does absolutely nothing. They bring out Altaria. I bring out Bastodon, and my opponent concedes the match. So even after an attack debuff, Leafstorm still able to one-shot a Jellicent. Hopping into the next match here, picking up a lead with a Wigglytuff. As you can see, our Bug Bites are doing resisted damage. What do? Straight Leafstorm. Does he know? I don't think he knows. Get out of here, Wigglytuff. Get absolutely banished. Oh my goodness. Brings in Altaria. Since my health is a lot lower this time, I'm actually going to stay in so I can align it with Bastodon. They bring out a Vigoroth, and I have a Defense Deoxys. So I'm in a really good spot here, thanks to Leafstorm winning me switch advantage. Absolutely huge. We can tank 2 body slams before we have to start shielding, and we are going to be going straight for the Rock Slides. The first one does get the shield, and we can let this next one go because counters, of course, are going to be resisted. So we are going to let this go, and at this point, we just need to get to a Rock Slide and a Psycho Boost, and we're in a really comfy position. Although, honestly, 2 Psycho Boosts probably does the trick as well. And we're actually able to counter down. So absolutely huge. Get to a Rock Slide. And then we're going to be able to bring in the Bastodon. They shield. And this is a good game. And this opponent actually stayed in and let me take them out. So mad respect to this opponent. They realized they got Leavanny. And they were like, oh, props. Alright, hopping into the next match here. Leavanny and Altaria, absolutely horrible lead. That is one thing I'll say. I lost so many leads throughout the day. Leavanny, being a bug and grass typing, is not a good typing for the Great League. To be 100% honest, you will lose a ton of leads if you're leading Leavanny. They do bring in a Registeel, which is honestly not a good response to a Defense Deoxys. I was able to bait a Thunderbolt and get a shield. And now I'm in a pretty good spot where I'm going to be able to spam out these Rock Slides, and I'm definitely not throwing the Psycho Boost because I don't want to lower my defense. But I'm in a pretty comfortable position here. I can overfarm quite a bit, and then go for the Rock Slide as they approach their next Flash Cannon, and they either have to burn their second shield or give me Switch. Switch is absolutely huge here. Able to get to a Rock Slide against the Altaria, which is massive. This will probably be getting the shield, and now we can align our Bastodon with it after our Deoxys goes down. And they have a Cresselia, and Leavanny absolutely destroys Cresselia. Like, the only thing they can throw is Moonblast, and we can tank a Moonblast. Look, off Bug Bite damage, it's already below half health. We're going to be able to absolutely vanquish them with the Leaf Storm. Get out of here. Altaria comes back in, farms down, but we got the Bastodon in the back, so they're going to top left out of here real quick. Let's go. All right, hopping to the next match here, picking up Not a good lead versus Toxicroak. I only have one answer to Toxicroak here, which is a little rough. And that's enough for a Sludge Bomb. I am going to need to shield this up because and they bait. That's so rough. I'm just going to go for the Hail Mary here. We're going straight Leafstorm. It's resisted. How much does it do? And it absolutely smokes the Toxicroak. Oh my goodness. He has a Registeel in the back. We're going to go for another Leafstorm. Unfortunately, our attack is 2 stages debuffed. This is going to do a lot less now, but still does an okay chunk. Like, that's not a bad amount of damage by any means. And now we do need to bring in our Defense Deoxys. Bastodon does not want to see a Registeel. That was one thing I noticed. A ton of Registeels in the Great League Remix meta. I'm pretty sure every team, and they actually are running triple Bastodon counter. So unfortunately, despite absolutely booming the Toxicroak, we're not going to be able to win this game. But that's something that I noticed is the meta appears actually really condensed. Basically, every team had either a Registeel or a Jellicent. I'm definitely exaggerating, but that's what it felt like for sure. And yeah, unfortunately, they have a huge energy and shield advantage, so they are going to be able to pull this game off, which is super unfortunate. I'm going to be able to go for a Rock Slide, but they are going to shield this because they need to get my last shield, and then I can't win the game. So now I have to shield up. They're going to be able to bring back in the Registeel, and I'm going to be conceding the match as we top left out of there. All right. So that was just an unfortunate situation where he had 3 Bastodon counters, so our Bastodon had nowhere to run. Horrible lead here versus Pelipper. We need to safe swap out of there because his wing attacks are doing double super effective. They bring in a Berserker, which is honestly not a good response to a Defense Deoxys. Berserker is so glassy in the Great League, and look at the damage our counters are doing. All we have to do is shield twice, and we can farm all the way down. And we're in a really good spot. I do decide to throw the Rock Slide just to see if I can pressure a shield out of them. And they actually decide to give me Switch, which is absolutely massive. They come back in with the Pelipper. I try and go for the Psycho Boost. They throw on the CMP. Nice call there. However, they go for a Weather Ball. That is not enough to take me out. I will be able to get to the Psycho Boost. And Psycho Boost is going to do a solid chunk of damage, so they do decide to shield it up. I stay in because now I have Switch advantage and I can get the alignment I want. I need this on Bastodon. They have their own Bastodon in the back. This is a bad matchup for Leavanny, but Leafstorm is going to do a ton of damage to Bastodon. Look how much damage this does. Does over half damage. So even though we get farmed all the way down, we get the Bastodon to a low enough health where we can actually smack this all the way down, and then we're going to be able to leave with a Stone Edge to kill the Pelipper. So thanks to Leavanny doing huge damage with Leafstorm, we are going to be able to clutch out this game. We can just take flamethrowers for absolute days. Our Bastodon is incredibly tanky. They bring in the Pelipper. I definitely shield here because this is going to do more damage to me than any of the opponent's Bastodon's attacks. So we're going to be able to take out the Pelipper, and my opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. So we are able to take a win there as well. Let's go. All right, hopping into the next match here. I'm ready for more Leafstorm. All right, Leavanny, Obstagoon. This is a great lead. Leavanny absolutely destroys Obstagoon. Those animations look so terrible with the new update. Niantic, please fix that. As you can see, those counters are resisted, and Night Slash doesn't do a whole lot. They bring out a Ninetales, so this is definitely the famed Obstagoon Double Charm team, which our team actually does super well against. Defense Deoxys, of course, doesn't have like an amazing matchup versus Charm, but if you can at least get one shield off them, then it's going to be able to handle it pretty well. Able to farm all the way down, and we're leaving with close to 100 energy to threaten this Obstagoon. Obstagoon is low enough from bug bites that they're going to have to start shielding these, which is absolutely fantastic. We're able to get to another one, and at this point, I know I have an X-Scissor loaded, so I am trying to wait out my Switch Clock so I can snipe him with an X-Scissor. Unfortunately, he does get to a move, so I'm going to shield and then instantly swap in and snipe him with an X-Scissor. Obstagoon is sniped. That's going to be an RIP to Mr. Obstagoon. Show me the Charmarin back, and it's Wiggles. Unfortunately, we don't have enough health to get to Leafstorm, so we'll just have to go for the resisted X-Scissor, but Defense Deoxys is going to be making quick work of this Wigglytuff. Going straight for the Rock Slide, and at this point, the opponent's staying in here, but the writing's on the wall. The game's over as we are able to counter them down and take the win. Let's go. Leavanny, Politoed. This is an okay matchup so long as we can land the Leafstorm. And they actually go for a Weather Ball. I don't have to shield this. Weather Ball is not going to be doing a lot to us. As you can see, we can definitely let that go. They're going to go for another Weather Ball. So an interesting strategy. They must be running Earthquake. And I see the Jellicent come in, and I decide to go for it. Full send on the Leafstorm. And it one-shots the Jellicent. Get out of here. Comes in with Superior. Superior, it doesn't have a good matchup against Leavanny either. So this man's whole team gets bodied by Leavanny. That is hilarious. At this point, I'm just going to let this go. It's probably going to be the Aerial Ace. I'm going to align my Bastodon with the Superior, so that way my Bastodon doesn't have to face the Politoed, and I can line up the Politoed with the more neutral matchup with Defense Deoxys. Frenzy Plant, yeah, it's a Bastodon. We don't fear Frenzy Plants around here. like it chunks, but Bastodon is so thick. They come in Politoed, we come in with our Defense Deoxys. And we have a shield advantage and a health advantage, so at this point, this game is basically over. Their poor Jellicent got absolutely vanquished by Leafstorm. He switched in to catch the move and got absolutely sunned. As we're just going to be able to farm all the way down here, and my opponent concedes the match. Let's go. All right, hopping into the next match here. Let's go. Leavanny into Defense Deoxys. This is another good matchup for Leavanny. You do have to watch out for the Rock Slides. They bring out a Mandibuzz, and this is a Snarl Mandibuzz. So they are going to be able to get to charge moves quicker. What I really don't want is I really don't want them to be able to farm down my Bastodon after I take out the Mandibuzz. Because the Defense Deoxys with counter, of course, is doing double super effective damage. So my goal is I'm going to try and farm down, leave with as little health as possible so I can get a move off onto the Defense Deoxys and not give them a big energy lead. They're able to get to another move, but I'm able to sneak a Smackdown through. So I am going to be able to smack down here as they're going to die on their third Snarl. And then I'm going to be able to go straight for the Stone Edge when the Defense Deoxys comes back in. And this way, they don't get a big energy advantage over my Leavanny, where they could flip the matchup. Gets the shield. We're going to let them counter us down. We're going to come back in with Leavanny. Going straight for the X-Scissor. I do want to Leafstorm, but X-Scissor is super effective, so may as well, right? We're able to land the X-Scissor. We are going to shield this up, of course, since we do have a shield advantage. And let's see what they have in the back for us. They come in with a Ninetales. Come on, let me Leafstorm. Let me Leafstorm. Please let me Leafstorm. Oh, come on. Oh, and at this point, I had actually switched to Thunderbolt because of all the Jellicents that I was seeing. So I was running this team with Rock Slide, but I did end up switching it to Thunderbolt as it went on because the most common counter swap to my Defense Deoxys save swap was a Jellicent. And we're able to get to a Psycho Boost. This is going to be enough to take out the Alolan Ninetales. And then we're just going to be able to counter down the Defense Deoxys. So able to take the win. Let's go. All right. Hopping into the, I believe, the final match here. Leading Leavanny into a Candle Hat Sableye. So this does not have return. We are going to be shielded the first move in case it's a Power Gem. If it's a Power Gem, oh, it's a Power Gem and we shield it. We can now win this matchup in the 2 shield because since we're able to correctly shield the Power Gem, we actually now outpace them to foul plays. We do get the first shield, overfarm by a bit. I don't want him to know how quickly I get to charge moves. I'm going to go for the second. And because we actually faked when we got to our second charge move, he actually thought he could overfarm by a bit more and ends up losing switch and shield advantage. Ninetales comes in and we have Bastodon to absolutely obliterate this. And he has a purified Wobbuffet in the back. This was basically really the only spice I saw all day. Remix was just really sweaty meta. But seeing the purified Wobbuffet brought a big smile to my face. Because even though, unfortunately, it looks like we are going to be able to take the win, what a cool pick. Like, it's so incredibly tanky. It can't do anything in terms of damage, but it is just so tanky. It's very cool. And honestly, we can take another return. We are chilling here. They switch in the Ninetales, and we're going to be able to farm all the way down with Bastodon. We're going to be able to leave with probably close to 100 energy, and then we're just going to be able to get to the 2 Stone Edges that are going to be able to give us the win. We're able to smack all the way down. Oh, it looks like we won't quite leave with 2. Sorry, we won't leave quite with 100 energy, but we are going to be pretty close, as we're going to be able to go for the first Stone Edge, and the non-stab counters really aren't going to do a lot, so 2 more smackdowns gets us there, and that is going to be able to take us the win. So all in all, in conclusion, Leafstorm, how was it as a move? Leafstorm is absolutely insane. It does a truly ridiculous amount of damage. Y'all saw it basically one-shot a Toxicroak even when it was resisted, so that's the good. The bad, Leavanny itself. I've been a passionate defender of Leavanny being actually a really underrated part of the Open Ultra League meta, but its typing is really not good for the Great League. A lot of the meta picks that people use are able to hit it for super effective damage. So Leafstorm, I think, is an incredibly cool move, but I would probably run it on a Pokemon other than Leavanny in the Great League. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the breakdown of these new moves and how they work on the Pokemon, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't. And a special thank you to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys give seriously means the world to me. So thank you oh so very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow.